around the Charles City High School and asked some students if they could give us a growl or a pig squeal and see what it sounded like. And then we also asked them what is moshing? What is moshing to them? So let's see what they had to say. Give us your best growl / pig squeal.
Is it gonna be CCTV 4?
Oink, oink.
Roar, roar.
Oink, oink.
Squeak! Squeak! Squeak!
Grrr. Arr.
Wow! Wow! Wee, wee, wee!
Here.
I have no pig squeal or growl. What is moshing?
Moshing?
Moshing? What is moshing?
Moshing.
Moshing?
What's moshing?
Moshing. Moshing?
Moshing.
What is moshing?
What's moshing?
Moshing?
Moshing.
What is moshing?
Like a mosh pit?
Moshing.
What is moshing?
Moshing is being in a group of people at a concert or some type of festive activity.
Isn't that where you like are at like a concert or like something and like you're like punching people and stuff while the music's going? I don't know.
Moshing is a big get together.
Moshing is where you get together in a large group and go crazy.
I think moshing is a whole bunch of people jumping around, like throwing fists and stuff like that. And people get bloodied up, and it's brutal, really.
I don't know, just a bunch of people fighting, punching around. I don't know.
A mosh pit is when a group of people get together and they beat each other up and they like run into each other and try and knock people out, make them bleed.
Moshing is when throngs of people of many diverse cultures gather together and they just go at it. You know, they just feel the music coursing through their bodies.
Moshing is like, a bunch of people, acting a fool, doing what they do, acting a fool, doing illegal things.
Moshing to me is getting my lip busted open at the dance, the Valentine dance during school.
And having music around and then having people jump into each other, punching each other, kicking each other, beating up each other. It's basically like King of the Hill, except for you're in a circle of people.
That's when a bunch of people like go into a big group and just start like pushing people around.
When I get pushed around in the crowd and I fall on the ground and knock girls over and they get mad at me.
And they just do whatever impulses first occur to them, and it often is it's often violent, and after that everyone's just really helpful. And
Moshing equals fun.
Fun, where you are listening to heavy metal music and you bash into each other really hard and try and knock some people down.
Moshing to me is going into a crowd of people and start fighting.
Whoever's dumb enough to mess with you tries to jump in you, you chest bump, you kick them, you punch them, and it gets pretty dirty. It can, throw fists, and people can tackle each other, and then when it's people have had enough of it, bouncers come in and try to break it up.
It's where you like fight when you're listening to music.
I have no idea what moshing means.
Fat people jumping around in circles, hitting each other.
It is when a band's playing and you go around and beat the living crap out of each other and punch each other in the face and hit each other on the ground like Ben Lynch does during Slipknot or Disturbed or whoever he goes to.
Moshing is the definition of getting down with your dirty self.
Throw fists around and roundhouse kick and drop kick and scissor kick and pretty much any other kind of kick you can think of, but that's about it.
But then they get in the middle of the mosh, and then you get kicked out. So it's a good thing.
When people fight in a big circle,
you go in a circle and you run into each other as hard as you can. It's kind of like football, but without the pads, just some head bobbing.
When you're at a rock concert and people just get into fights.
I'm dancing like a freak in a crowd of other people dancing like freaks. Can you get that on my face?
A big group of people in a fight going crazy during a concert.
Jumping around, pushing people and stuff. Like a band concert or whatever, and there's just like this big, huge like mosh of people, or mash of people if you want to call it, and then you like just ram into each other and just bounce around and just like bounce back and forth and run into people.
Moshing is a group of people slamming into each other down in front of the stage at a rock concert.
Like in a mosh pit, they'll just help you up, and there's often fat, sweaty guys, and you just, like, rub up against them, and no one really cares because everybody's sweaty, and you just fall down, they pick you up and push you again, and you just keep going, and yeah.